So, it's official, E3 2020 has been canceled, but it's probably not for the reasons we as gamers have been thinking E3 was going to get canceled, or this was the way it was going to go. I got this news from Jason Schreier from Kotaku, and this comes straight out of the ESA's mouth, and they state the following. After careful consultation with our member companies regarding this health safety for everyone in our industry, our fans, our employees, our exhibitors, our longtime E3 partners, we have made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020, scheduled for June 9th through the 11th in Los Angeles. So there you have it. Out of the horse's mouth, the E3 2020 conference has been canceled, which is pretty crazy to think about. It has taken a pandemic to cancel E3 2020. We've thought about ways of how E3 was going to go into the sunset, right? But we didn't think it would be a pandemic that did it. And it's weird because this isn't the first convention or first conference that has been affected. We saw PAX East, we saw a couple companies like Sony pull out of it. We've seen GDC just be completely canceled because of it. Same with South by Southwest. And it now looks like, and I'm sorry for the pun, but E3 is just the latest casualty in this whole coronavirus pandemic that's happening, which is crazy. And I've seen a lot of people online, and I want to just first brush this off right here, right now, going, oh, this is just hysteria. This is just media hysteria scaring everybody. No, please stop. This is a safety concern. Because of people like you that aren't washing your goddamn hands, we're all getting sick because of it. I like to see that ESA is taking the first step in months ahead of the conference going, hey, listen, safety's first. The city of Los Angeles has a state of emergency. Things are real right now. We're going to cancel this event. Video games are great, but keeping people healthy is paramount. And that's important because whether this is a flesh-eating disease that's going to kill everybody or just making everybody really sick for a few days or killing your grandparents, which is probably what's happening, you don't want to kill Nana because you wanted to go to E3. So seeing the ESA come out and say, hey, listen, for health reasons, we're not going to open the show. That's awesome to see because we haven't seen the ESA, take things like controversy or these like brief moments of owning a conversation very well. So first and foremost, thank you, ESA, for taking the precautions and also offering refunds. And now the ESA has also stated that they will try to do an online event to kind of supplement E3. I don't know how that's going to work out. I mean, again, we kind of read the tea leaves when the creative directors of E3, I Am 8-Bit, suddenly left. We kind of saw that they were trying to build this kind of, hey, let's bring celebrities into this event. Let's bring streamers in there. But seeing, again, this pandemic of nobody wanting to go, now ESA kind of going, okay, we'll make an online event. I don't know how that's going to work, especially when you have only a few months to make it work. Usually these things are planned out way long, like I'm talking like 8-9 months, maybe even as the last E3 closes, they're thinking about next year's E3. So I don't know how they're going to make it work, but I hope they do. But it also brings this weird conversation we've been having for a while, which is really this conference even worth it? Is E3 worth it? And it sucks to think about that. There's a little part of me, like my childhood, kind of dying because I love E3. Like as a kid, watching it week in, week out, every single year, just absorbing all the gaming news, all the hype. Having this conversation is kind of a morbid one. And it may be even not appropriate right now, but it's weird to see. I thought we would just see companies slowly back out of E3 and not seeing this corona thing kind of take it out the way it has. Now, again, ESA has stated that they're going to come back next year, but again, when we're seeing companies like Sony going, we're good. We're seeing Nintendo going, we don't need a conference. We'll just put out a direct and a live show floor. We'll still be at E3, kind of. We'll hold your hand, but we're not going to be part of it. Seeing Xbox taking their show and pretty much putting it into FanFest just across the street from E3 kind of goes to show that E3 has changed a lot. this online event is cute and everything, but, WB, rumor has it from this article, was supposed to reveal Harry Potter and a new Arkham game at the show floor. And now what if WB goes, you know what? We're going to make our own online event. We're going to toss it in a random week in August. And what if that really blows up for them? Right? What is then the chances of them coming back to next E3? What if, Bethesda always has something to show and an apology to make at E3s? What happens if, they have their thing online? What's that going to look like? How's that going to affect E3? That's really the question that we don't have the answer to yet, and we won't get the answer until we start seeing all these online presentations. And yeah, there is a bit of the magic that is lost there. Like, you're going to lose the genuine moments of like, you're breathtaking. We're going to lose the genuine moments of like the Ubisoft creative director seeing Miyamoto on stage promoting Mario plus Rabbids, his game, and seeing him fucking cry. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. You miss those moments, but at the same exact time, if you're PR, if you're a marketing person, you know that you want a controlled message. You also want to know you want a clear message. And when you're WB, the last thing you want is a Assassin's Creed Black Flag situation where that was showed off on the PlayStation 4 stage, and what happened? It crashed midway through, right? Yeah, we'll kind of leave those awesome moments of your breathtaking behind if our game just suddenly crashes on stage. That's really embarrassing. That's for millions of people to watch. So to me, I do think that this is a warning sign. I don't think E3 is going to be the same next year. I hope, let's see, but I also don't think it's completely necessary anymore. And I think once companies kind of do their own thing because of E3 not being here this year and seeing that they could save literally millions of dollars by not going and by just having these online events, I think you're going to see more of that, unfortunately. But again, safety is first. And before we leave, I just do want to make this PSA. Wash your goddamn hands. Just do it. Okay, everybody's saying, oh, it's just hysteria, it's just hysteria, I'll fucking lick a subway pole. Don't do that. You're an idiot. Obviously, things are happening. For me, a person that lives in Jersey and seeing literally every county around me just red except for mine, it's just a matter of time, right? I've seen so many schools, public schools, and then also public colleges straight up cancel classes for the remainder of the semester and have everything online. This is something that's going on. And again, it may not be Spanish influenza, but it is something that nobody wants to get sick. Nobody wants to feel like shit. And this is something that is literally killing old people. And I don't want to kill my Nana because I went to E3. Again, I'll say that again. Don't want to kill you, Nana. I like you the way you are. Alive. So please, wash your goddamn hands. Okay? Basic hygiene, y'all. I'm large and in charge. I gotta do extra time making myself clean. But wash your hands. 20 seconds. Back, forth, back, forth. Leave it there for a second. That's what I like to do. And then wash it. Like that. Okay. Yes. Are the dryers there like just germ magnets? Sure. I don't know what to tell you there, but it is what it is. Just risk it for the biscuit. Dry your hands. You're done. Just wash your fucking hands, people. And so with all that said, with all that out of the way, like, share, subscribe, wash your hands. If you like this content, if you like news, reviews, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out. Builds this big, beautiful family that I call home. And here at Bad Big Games, that's what it's all about. So everybody, keep your wits about you. I want to know what your thoughts on E3 are. Comment down below. And have a nice one.